Hello and welcome to the 741 channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to change the headlight bulb in my 2012 Corolla. This is a pretty simple thing, but just making this video for people that haven't done it before and want to see the process. So on this particular car, the driver's side headlight bulb is located behind this cross member, sort of in front of the fuse box here. So you can reach the bulb by just going in behind the cross member, sort of between the cross member and the battery, and then you can get at the bulb and connector pretty easily. So then you just have to kind of grab onto it and give it a quarter turn, and then it'll pull straight out, and then there's enough slack in the wire to pull it up and away from the cross member. So to separate the bulb from the connector, I'm going to use this small flathead screwdriver, put it in this access slot, and kind of lift gently up on this tab that's in the connector. And then we should just be able to pull the bulb straight out like that. In this case, I'm going to use the Sylvania XtraVision 9006 bulb, but any 9006 bulb should fit a 2012 Corolla. If you're working on a different year, make, or model, make sure you get the right bulb for your car. So here's a look at the new and old bulbs side by side, this one being the old bulb and this one being the new one. You can see that they're identical, so we should be good to go. A couple of words of advice when changing a halogen headlight. Never touch the bulb element with your finger because you can get some oils on there that'll create a hot spot and shorten the life of the bulb. Now another thing that I like to do is I always replace my headlight bulbs in pairs, even though I've only got one bad one on this car right now. Now the reason I like to do that is because the new one usually ends up being a little bit brighter than the old one. It creates a lopsided lighting pattern and just looks kind of weird. And some could argue that having a lopsided light pattern could be a bit of a safety concern. So I just end up replacing both for peace of mind and aesthetics, really. To install the new bulb, I'm going to reach around here behind the cross member and put it back in the headlight bezel. So I'm going to orient this so that the connector is facing down towards the ground, and then kind of clock it at a bit of an angle so that these tabs line up to the grooves in the bezel. Okay, so once I got the grooves lined up and I have the bulb seated into the bezel, I'm going to twist it a quarter turn so it locks in place. I realize the camera angle here isn't the best. If you're doing this yourself, you'll kind of want to look and make sure that the bulb is mounted in straight and that all the tabs have engaged where they're supposed to in the bezel. So then I'm going to take the connector that's on the end of the wiring harness here, and I'm going to orient it so that the latch is facing back towards the engine or the fuse box. So now what I'll do is just line that up to the bulb and click it back in place. And we should be good to go. So now I'll repeat the process on the other side. Okay, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for replacing the headlight bulbs on my 2012 Corolla. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to leave a comment or subscribe, feel free to do that as well. And if you'd like to support my channel in another way, please consider visiting my Amazon store, which you'll find down in the description below. Thanks for watching.